What's happening, everybody? This is Dealer Destro back with another Modern Era G.I. Joe video. And for this video, we're going to be taking a look at the figure subscription service Shoreline Defender, codename Rampart. So this is what he looks like on card. And let me just apologize for the state of my review station. I know some of y'all are accustomed to the toy background. I've since commandeered that room and repurposed it for another project that we're working on, and you'll see all the details of that go up as soon as we exit what I'm calling beta phase. So anyway, so card art on this thing looks fantastic. It's a really good throwback to the vintage card art, I think, from, what was he? He was a 90s figure, I think. Unfortunately, I don't have the original figure to do a side-by-side comparison, but I've been excited about this one for some time. So turning it around, there's the file card. Feel free to pause and get caught up on that as needed. The artwork on the back, again, good throwback to the original figure. So I guess without further ado, I've got Old Faithful here, and she is due for a blade change, but we're gonna see what we can work out here. So we're just gonna insert the blade right there and hopefully preserve as much of this card art as possible. So, as with every other video, we'll do the live slice and dice. And I don't gotta tell you guys this, but I'll note it for sake of noting it. Always keep the blade away from your appendages, right? So coming around here, I hate where the bubble sort of curves because it's always a little tricky to get the blade to cut. But there we have a beautifully preserved card. I really like that. I enjoy doing that because I think having even if you have the figure loose, I think having the card back, it adds, it adds to the completeness of the figure, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. So I'll go ahead and here's all the accessories he comes with, which is, he comes with a ton. So I'll go ahead and get him geared up, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about all this cool stuff. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back, and this is sort of what he looks like with all of his accessories, and let's discuss them. So he comes with this, I guess, this anti-aircraft gun. Doesn't have the spring-loaded feature, and I appreciate that. It does have the peg. What I did not check to see is if it actually pegs in. And it sure does. So this, I'm not sure if this is the intent or the purpose, but it does peg into the back so he can store it. Great sculpt work. It's cast in a flat gray. And that's pretty much it. No moving parts or nothing like that. So looks good as an accessory as usual. This is an interesting one. So this thing actually does come apart. You have to assemble the handles, the ammo pack, and the base here. I'm not sure what purpose this gun serves because I believe it just sits like this. It is a cool looking accessory with a lot of great sculpted detail in there, as you can see. And again, this is what I as well as we all should expect from the run, just given everything that we've seen up to this point. So really cool accessory there. Then he comes with the gun with the drum ammo, and mine's is a little, the barrel of mine's is a little warped. But this is, again, this is what we've seen with the Pursuit of Cobra loadouts for the Vipers and several other figures. So that's that. Should be noted he comes with the updated G.I. Joe logo stand with just the name. There's no code name to in front of his designated handle. So that's that. Looking at the figure itself, this is a kit bash figure. It is a good looking kit bash figure, though, I should add. I think the use of parts here was really smart, and it works, and it captures the essence of the character. So what we have here is, I want to say this is the Battle Force 2000 convention set blocker head with eyebrows drawn in, as you can see. The goggles do come off. They're a pain to get off. You can slide them down and they can rest around the neck, but there's no, I mean, you could probably stretch the band up and over. I'm not going to do that for mine because this is the only one that I have of this figure, and I chose to open it for review purposes. So looking at the parts used, I want to say this is the General Hawk, the Arctic General Hawk with the web gear. I want to say that was from Beachhead, from one of the runs, maybe the Pursuit of Cobra, or maybe the 50th. I'm not sure offhand. The point, I guess, is there's nothing new here. The paint, though, where it's applied is good. You've got the updated G.I. Joe logo on the sleeve. You've got paint. You've got his sort of mesh hat painted on, and it looks like it's applied pretty good. I don't see anything too crazy on mine. There's nothing on the underside, but that's all right because you're not going to be displaying your figure like this. So moving down, the paint on the boots here looks like it's applied very clean as well, even along the detailing there. So this is gray paint with the green, I guess maybe tampoed, and then you have the boots sculpted in black plastic. As far as articulation goes, very, very, very well articulated. This thing will get you whatever pose you want. So, because again, it is taken from one of the updated sculpts. However, the modified, oh, nope, the modified wrist articulation is there. Right there. So you get the side to side and then the up and down, and then I want to say, yep, it's the same for the other side. So, bravo. Bravo on use of parts there. You do get the double jointed knee. Because of how this is sculpted, it's going to flare out, and that's not a problem. You'll still be able to get whatever pose you want. Same thing for the other leg. And then you have the 25th ankle articulation there. And it actually articulates really well because they use I want to say this is the Rise of Cobra Charbroil lower legs, perhaps. And these have been used for several figures, so that's just one version where I can recall that these parts have been used. So all in all, that's the figure. I'll go ahead and get him fully geared up, and then we'll come back and discuss final thoughts on him. All right, so there he is with all his gear, and I must say this is probably another one of my favorite additions to the FSS line. And I had no attachment to the character back in the early 90s when he was released. I just think this is a really good use of parts, and I think that by going with the parts that they did, they nailed, they really captured what they were going for, I think, which isn't always the case. So, I'll give credit where credit's due. This is a really, really solid figure. I would highly recommend you get him before the price spikes. I'm thinking of perhaps ordering another one to keep carded in a clamshell because it's that good of a figure in my opinion. So, yeah, really, really highly recommend him. Highly recommend him. He's an awesome figure. So that it's good to finally get my hands on some new Joe product. It's been a while, so it feels like it's kind of been a drought. I'm really looking forward to JoeCon next month. Regrettably, I won't be able to attend because I have other things going on, my personal life that it didn't work out this year. But I'm hoping to get my hands on as many as the souvenirs as I can, so we can do some videos for the channel and whatnot. So that's it for this guy. Again, highly recommend you grab him. So until next time, hope y'all take care. Please subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and we'll catch you on the flip side in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.